What's up guys, it's Izzy here from E-Tech. I'm going to be showing you guys today how we design and set up the brackets for the control system and the battery mounts on our Elite Kart chassis. So check this out. Alright, so here is our chassis for our E-Tech Elite Kart. So this is the car that we are going to be pushing over 100 miles an hour, and I want to kind of show you guys the process of what we do when we start designing and kind of figuring out how we're going to mount everything and where everything's going to go. So this is our third car that we're coming out with, so obviously this isn't the first time we've had to design and prototype parts, but I kind of just want to show you guys the process and kind of similar to how we've done the other karts. So first thing we do is we kind of get a base measurement of everything. So once I have the measurements and the location of where I would want everything, I actually come into SolidWorks here and I draw the base profile. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw this first bottom section, which is located by this hole and this hole here, and those are the two holes that are on the chassis which mount the two side bumper rails. So using those 2 points we can mount this controller plate. So once I get the bottom set up and I'm happy with all that, I can start locating where I want the throttle cable tab, which is this right here, as well as the actual controller, which are these 4 bolts here, and then the 12-volt converter, which is this and this bolt, and then these 2 bolts here are for the throttle control. So once I have all that settled and I figure out how I want it, I get my bends set. These are called offset jogs to get the height and everything I need so that everything clears properly, and then I make these flanges, which is going to be the base of where I'm going to build the controller box lid. So once I have that figured out, then I make the controller box lid, which you can see I've already drawn this, so this is already done. But this is essentially what is going to house the entire control system. All the wiring, controller, all that stuff will be housed into this box. So once we have that done, we send it to our fiber laser and we will cut and bend this in-house, and once it's cut and bent, it gets powder coated. Finished product here to show you guys, and if you guys are wondering why I'm in my garage, because the shop is way too hot. So I've got AC in here staying cool, because this is not something I want to be doing when it's 120 degrees inside a shop. Anyways, so as you can see here, we have what I just showed you. So this is the base plate for the controls, I guess assembly, whatever you want to call it. So this is our throttle potentiometer, this is our actual controller, and this is where the throttle cable will mount. It will go to the arm right here, which is connected by this cable clevis that we designed. So I drew and had this machined and anodized. There's a set screw in there. So this is what we essentially will be using to connect the controller to our throttle cable. So now that we have all that set, here is the lid. So this is what it looks like in real life. It's a little dusty, it's been sitting for a little bit. Still got the hanger from powder coat. But essentially this goes on here, boom, boom, sits over, and voila. Everything is encased, and there's no one can touch the controller, the power input, output, anything like that. It's notched out for the seat. So it's essentially what the finished product is going to start looking like. So that kind of wraps up kind of what I want to show you as far as the mounting bracket for the speed control, and we do pretty much the exact same thing for the battery mount over here. So this is our battery mount. A strap goes over the top of the battery plug mounts to this, so it's a quick disconnect. Mount it to the chassis, you can pull the battery off, swap it out, whatever you want to do. And yeah, so if you guys like this video, follow us more. I'm going to be going more in depth, showing you guys kind of how we develop these karts. The next thing after this we're going to be talking about is going to be motor setup and making a motor mount that uses the standard shifter billet mount and converts to an electric motor, which is the one we're going to be using for this kart right here. So check it out, like the video, follow us, and stay tuned for more content. Thanks, guys.